Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakadash, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakadash, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakadash.
Honors to the elders. Shalom.
Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakal Kadash, giving double honor to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, peace and blessings to both pushing his truth and sincerity, and a Bible bull. All right, so brother Apostle Kadash, coming at you with another lesson. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Right? We're just going to throw that out there. We're talking about Jacob's trouble, so with that in mind, you should know where I'm going with this verse. All right, but this is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So it's called Jacob's trouble because it's trouble for Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, and his descendants are called Israelites. So if his name wasn't changed, it would be called we would be called Jacobites. You understand? All right. So it's basically saying so it's gonna be a great trouble for us. But it say, but he shall be saved out of it. The elect gonna be saved out of it. All right, 33.3%, 1/3 of the nation of Israel, the 144,000 prophets in the multitude, they're gonna be saved out of it. This is Joel chapter 2 and 11. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? So the Lord, he got an army. The angels, you got Yahweh Shai as the general. He got a strong army to go on his command. Really, literally, like snap his fingers, they'll come down here and wipe it all out. Right? So people they don't have no faith because they don't believe that the Most High gonna send his army down here. Yahweh Shai gonna crack them clouds. It's gonna be a beautiful sight for those getting saved. For those not, they're gonna be in awe and they're gonna be, they're gonna know they was wrong. Right? But it said because they're gonna know they was wrong. They're gonna wish they could have go back and change it. Because hey, that army is gonna be sent here to destroy, not to, it's only here for the believers to save them. It's not here for everybody. It's not here for those people that doubted the truth and and they just turn their back on it. It's not here for the people that they never even gave ear to it. It's not here for people that didn't want to put in work to it. It's not here for people that didn't want to believe in it. When that army come here, don't say we ain't tell you. Because y'all said it sounded like a fairy tale, right? Well, this is Joel chapter 2, verse 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness, the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. So before it's a thing called a sign of the times. The scriptures in Matthew, the prophet was like, how will we know when the end of the world is? He said, look for these signs. This is one of those signs, right? The sun shall be turned to darkness, meaning the sun it's gonna be dark outside. However that happens is how it happens. It might be an eclipse. It might be so many missiles in the air that you can't see the sun. The Lord might actually, make the sun dark. Who knows? Like that's past my understanding. All I know is it's gonna be darkness outside. The moon gonna be turned into blood. It's gonna be we just had a red sun. Now we gonna get a blood red moon. Hey, that's them signs, bro. Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So it's never going to be a time like this. It's going to be complete and utter destruction everywhere. The Most High is going to people getting ravished, and his disease is just, it's gonna be something like out of it's gonna be something out of your craziest nightmares. It's gonna be all the apocalyptic movies you've seen put together. People had these ideas and they think it's just a good story. No, this the Most High sending down messages. How is it that all these people having prophetic dreams or visions of the future, and it all seem the same? They all see missiles, they all see destruction, they all see death. Every day you see a video about something like that. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinner thereof out of it. All right, so the Lord, he not coming back with his hands out with a hug. No, he coming back ready to destroy. Yahushua he was killed his last time here. So his second coming, why would it be like the first where he came? No, the first one he came peacefully. The second one he coming with violence. He coming to get his, the Most High is gonna use him to get his revenge, right? He was the Most High's son, his favorite son. Y'all already got it coming because of what y'all did to the people. Now what you think gonna happen when y'all did worse to his favorite son? That's why I say it's gonna be cruel with wrath and fierce anger, because Yahushua he gonna have a sword swinging left and right like he was cutting grass. The angels, they gonna be shooting their beams down. People getting disintegrated. You ever seen that movie World at War? I believe it's called, where them the spaceships actually came out of the ground in that movie, but they was just vaporizing people just left and right. Everywhere they popped up, people was just getting vaporized. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as destruction from the Almighty. All right, so y'all can scream, but in that day, the day of the Lord is at hand, there's nothing that can save you. That's why the last scripture said, who can abide it? Who can avoid it? You in the Most High's hand. You can't. That's like me picking up an ant and putting it in my hand. What can it do? I can squash it. I can throw it. I could sit there and stare at it. It's the same with the Most High. He looking at us like whoa, like what? Like it's nothing. There's nowhere for you to go. So in that time, it's like it's strictly faith, because what can you do? This is Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, which perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Come on, man. It's we having earthquakes. We having floods. I think Germany just got flooded and it killed 1,000 people, or it might have injured 1,000 people, but I know it killed a lot of people for sure. Right? Come on, we had a red sun the other day. It was you could look at it with your plain eye. You usually can't look at the sun, but 2-3 days ago, maybe more, it was a red sun. That's one of the signs the scripture is talking about. You look at the moon. We had a red moon. Right? It was bloodshot. Right? We be having super moons where it gets super close all last year. All type of weird things in the sky. Or out of the natural, I should say. Distress of nations, come on, bro. It's like probably 1 million proxy wars going on right now. Tension is brewing. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 12 through 14. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat is found in the Middle East, right? Look where all the troops at. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And guess what? That's where all the nations gonna meet up to do World War III. You know, after the mark of the beast is made mandatory. After the mark of the beast is made mandatory, which is the RFID chip and anything of that sort. World War III, which is prophesied as the third woe or woe 3, is gonna happen in the battle in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, right? And that's where the Most High gonna judge the heathen. Not to mention all around the world they're gonna be getting judged, but that's where he gonna Yahushua gonna crack them clouds right on that battlefield. Verse 13, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come and get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. All right, he's making a comparison. You know, when you harvest, or let's just say you got a wine press, you know, you got to step on the grapes, and he comparing it to their wickedness. You know, it's full. The wickedness is so full. The Most High, he's coming down to deal with it. You know, it has reached the heavens. You know, the wine press is overflowing. You know, the juices they overflowing. They're getting on the floor. You know, they're making a mess. Right? Verse 14, multitudes in the valley of decisions, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decisions. So everybody got that decision to make, right? Well, if you're an Israelite, you do, which is a Negro, Latino, Native, and Seminole Indian, right? Where you going to choose righteousness or you going to choose wickedness? Because that hour of temptation is right around the corner. Who going to take that chip and who not? Who going to live up to their word and who going to fall back? You know, Lord willing, I live up to my word. You know? Like sincerely, I hope the Lord keep me strong. Because hey, you don't want to be known as the guy that took the chip. You know, you're gonna be scolded, bro. We see that on this side. We gotta get away from you, bro. You're a traitor. You not only are you a traitor to us, you traded on the Most High. Most importantly, hey, but I hope this is edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakal Kadash, giving double honor to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessed to the best Christian truth and sincerity, and Abba Babur.